Hey, I'm your natural coach. Welcome to the Natural Coach. In this video, I'm going to share you my best 45 travel tips to make you the world's savviest traveler. Most people aren't born savvy travelers. It's something that only comes with on-the-road experience. In the beginning, you make a lot of travel mistakes. Travel savviness is a process born of missed buses, foolish behavior, cultural unawareness, and countless tiny errors. Then, one day, you begin to seamlessly move through airports and integrate yourself into new cultures like a fish to water. I want to help speed up the process and help you avoid my mistakes, and I often make a lot of them, so I put together this giant list of my best travel tips that cover everything under the sun to help you reach your full travel ninja potential. I've learned these tips over the last 12 years. These tips for traveling will have you saving money, sleeping better, getting off the beaten path more, meeting locals, and just being a better traveler. Without further ado, here are the best 51 tips in the world. 1. Always pack a towel. It's the key to successful galactic hitchhiking and plain common sense. You never know when you will need it, whether it's at the beach, on a picnic, or just to dry off. While many hostels offer towels, you never know, and carrying a small towel won't add that much weight to your bag. 2. Buy a small backpack suitcase. By purchasing a small backpack, I like something around 35/40ths of a liter, you will be forced to pack light and avoid carrying too much stuff. Humans have a natural tendency to want to fill space, so if you pack light but have lots of extra room in your bag, you'll end up going, well, I guess I can take more, and then regret it. 3. Pack light. It's okay to wear the same t-shirt a few days in a row. Take half the clothes you think you will need. You won't need as much as you think. Write down a list of essentials, cut it in half, and then only pack that. Plus, since you bought a small backpack, as I said, you won't have much room for extra stuff anyways. 4. But take extra socks. You'll lose a bunch to laundry gremlins, wear and tear, and hiking, so packing extra will come in handy. I only take a few more than I need. Nothing beats a fresh pair of socks. 5. Take an extra bank card and credit card with you. Disasters happen. It's always good to have a backup in case you get robbed or lose a card. You don't want to be stuck somewhere new without access to your funds. I once had a card duplicated and a freeze put on it. I couldn't use it for the rest of my trip. I was very happy I had an extra and not like my friend, who didn't and was forced to borrow money from me all the time. 6. Make sure to use no-fee bank cards. Don't give banks your hard-earned money. Keep that for yourself and spend it on your travels. Get a credit card and debit card that doesn't charge a foreign transaction fee or an ATM fee. For a long trip, the few dollars they take every time will add up. 7. Don't be afraid to use a map. Looking like a tourist isn't as bad as getting lost and ending up in the wrong neighborhood. Don't be afraid to use a map or ask for directions and look like a tourist. After all, you are one. I always use a map when I travel. It helps you get to where you need to go. 8. But don't be afraid to get purposefully lost. Wandering through a new city is a good way to get to know it, get off the beaten path, and away from the tourists. You might be surprised by the hidden gems you find. I like to wander around and try to find my way without using Google Maps. In the world, use the tourism board. Save money. 9. Don't buy a money belt, they're stupid. Thieves know they exist, and being seen with one shout, "Look at me, I'm a tourist with money. Rip me off." The more you can blend in and act like a local, the easier it will be to get deals and avoid touts. If you're worried about pickpockets, keep a better eye on your stuff. 10. When you go out, take only what you need. Limit the amount of cash and bank cards you carry with you, so if something does happen, you can easily recover. Never take more than one credit card or ATM card with you. My rule for cash is to limit what I carry to $50. 11. Always carry a lock. They come in handy, especially when you stay in dorms and need to lock your stuff up. Carry a small combination lock with you when you travel. Don't use one with keys because, if you lose the keys, you're screwed. 12. Make extra copies of your passport and important documents. Don't forget to email a copy to yourself too. You never know when you might need to have some sort of documentation with you and might not want to carry your original. Additionally, if your passport gets stolen, having a copy will come in handy for your police report. 13. Ask the hostel staff for information, even when you aren't staying there. Hostel staff deal with budget travelers all day, every day. They know exactly where to go for cheap meals and attractions. They also tend to be locals, so they know the city very well. Ask them for all sorts of information. Even if you aren't staying in one, just pop in and ask for help. They'll usually give it. 14. Learn basic phrases in the native language of your destination. The locals will appreciate it and it will make your interactions easier. You don't need to master the language, but learning a few things like, hello, goodbye, thank you, where's the bathroom, will go a long way to endearing yourself with the locals. They'll like you tried. 15. Read a history book. You can't understand a place's present if you don't know anything about its past. Read up on the destinations you are visiting. It will give you a deeper understanding of this place you've wanted to see for so long. 16. Don't be ashamed to walk into a Starbucks or McDonald's. Sometimes familiarity is comforting and both places have free Wi-Fi and public restrooms you can use. Just don't eat the food at McDonald's. That shit is gross and unhealthy for you. You can get it back home. 17. Always get behind business travelers when in security lines. They move fast since they are usually in a rush and travel light. They know the drill. Line up behind them as much as possible. You'll speed through the line. 18. Book your tickets online. If you're planning to do any activities or excursions on your trip, book them online. Companies usually offer a discounted price when compared to buying in person. Not only that, but you'll be able to pay with a credit card, giving you some extra protection as well. As 19. Avoid TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor is fine when you need opening hours or an address, but when it comes to reviews I ignore it completely. Use TripAdvisor with caution. Or better yet, don't use it at all. 20. Take photos of and with people. Lots of photos. Years from now, you'll want to look back on those nights you can't remember and the people who made them memorable. 21. Never get behind families. They take forever. It's not their fault. They just have a lot of stuff because of the kids. Try to avoid getting in line with lots of kids. It's going to take a while. 22. When you check into the hotel, don't be afraid to ask for an upgrade. They have a lot of flexibility when it comes to assigning upgrades at check-in. It never hurts to ask. Often they can accommodate you if the hotel isn't full. Just be super nice. 23. Libraries, Starbucks, and most cafes have free Wi-Fi. If you're staying someplace that charges you to connect, check out one of these places. You can connect for free. 24. Lunchtime is the best time to visit historical sites. Be a contrarian. You'll have fewer crowds getting in your way as big tour buses, groups, and most travelers head to lunch. It's always best to visit an attraction super early, late, or when people eat. You'll have even the most popular places for yourself. 26. Locals don't eat out every night and neither should you. Go grocery shopping. You can learn a lot about locals' diets by seeing the type of food they buy. Plus, it will save you a lot of money. You won't regret it. Cook your food, save money, surprise yourself. 27. Eat at expensive restaurants during lunch. Most expensive restaurants offer lunch specials featuring the same food they would serve for dinner but half the price. That's the best time to eat out when you travel. 28. Pack a flashlight. It will let you see at night, you avoid stepping on stuff, and help you tell ghost stories. Who's afraid of the dark? 29. Carry a basic first aid kit. Accidents happen, so be prepared. I take Band-Aids, antibacterial cream, and ointments for minor cuts and scrapes. You never know when you're going to need it and you can't always get it when you travel. 30. Book flights 2 to 3 months in advance to get the best price. Don't drive yourself too crazy trying to get the absolute cheapest fare. Spending 5 hours to try to save $10 will cause you a lot of stress. Here is some article on how to save money on flights. 31. Stay in hostels, they are cheap, organize events, you'll meet a lot of people, and they are just tons of fun. Plus, hostel bars sell cheap beer. Here are some posts on how to pick a hostel and some of my favorite ones. 32. Use Meetup, the sharing economy, and hospitality websites to meet locals. These websites will help you get an insider's perspective on your destination by connecting you with locals in the places you visit. The sharing economy has changed the way people travel, allowing you to meet locals, get off the tourist travel, and save mega money. It's a triple win, and resources that I use all the time when I travel. 33. Be open to strangers. Not everyone bites. Say hi to people on the road. Turn strangers into friends. Remember, they are just like you. They want to live a happy, full life and have hopes and dreams too. You never know. You just might make some lifelong friends. 34. But keep your guard up. Some people do bite, so keep a healthy level of suspicion. You don't want to fall for any travel scams or get yourself into uncomfortable situations. Be open but cautious. 35. Try a new food. Don't ask what it is. Just put it in your mouth and see if you like it. If you put your guard up, you might miss out on some unusual and delicious local cuisine. Here are some articles on how to eat delicious and cheap food around the world. 36. Avoid taxis. They are always a budget buster. Never ever take a taxi unless you have to. 37. Always have an extra USB charger. Batteries die. Your good mood shouldn't. 38. Take earplugs. Snorers are everywhere and you need your sleep. 39. Get city attraction cards. If you are going to visit a lot of museums and other attractions in a short time, a city pass is going to save you money on admission, plus most provide free public transportation too. 40. Take pictures of your luggage and clothes. If your bag gets lost, this will help identify it more easily and speed up the process of having your travel insurance reimburse you. 41. Carry emergency cash. Because emergencies happen. Like that time in Romania when I couldn't find an ATM and needed money for the bus to the hostel. I usually try to keep around $200 in emergency cash in case something happens. 42. Get good shoes. You walk a lot when you travel. Don't beat up your feet. Love them as much as they love you, and they'll take you to amazing places. 43. Get vaccinated. Because falling prey to an illness in a foreign country is not fun, and many countries require you to get vaccinated to visit them, so, regardless of your opinion on the subject, you just might have to. 44. Learn to haggle. Haggling is a fun, playful way of not getting charged the foreigner price. It's the art of negotiating and one that will help you throughout all of life, not just at the market. 45. Take a jacket. Nights get chilly. Finally, wear sunscreen. For as the Baz Luhrmann song, "Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen" goes, if I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. *****, there you have it. My top travel tips. Follow them and you'll be the best traveler you can be in no time flat. Leave a comment below and add anything you think I missed. If you like my view, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.